If you are over 60 and you believe that walking is the very best exercise you can do for your body, I want you to pause for just one moment and truly listen to what I am about to share with you. Because what you are about to hear could completely transform the way you think about your health, your strength, your energy, your independence, and even how many good years you have left. For decades, we were told that walking is the safest and smartest way to stay active as we grow older, and while walking is still good, the latest research and real-world evidence now reveal that there is one simple exercise that is even more powerful than walking for people over 60. And the surprising part is that most seniors are not doing it at all. The truth is that this one gentle movement can rebuild your muscles, protect your joints, sharpen your balance, strengthen your heart, support your brain, and dramatically lower your risk of falls, disability, and early decline. And the beautiful part is that you do not need a gym, you do not need costly equipment, and you do not need to already be fit to begin. You simply need a few minutes each day and the right guidance. And today, I am going to give you exactly that. Welcome, my friend. If you are new here, this is your home for real, simple, science-backed health and fitness guidance for strong, energetic, and independent living after 50 and beyond. And if you are returning, I am truly grateful to have you here with me again today. This is Dr. William Lee, and the subject we are exploring right now is one of the most important topics for anyone who wants to age well. I strongly encourage you to stay with me all the way to the end, because not only will I reveal the single exercise that beats walking for people over 60, but I will also show you exactly how to do it safely, how often to do it, and how to weave it naturally into your daily life, even if you struggle with knee pain, back stiffness, or low energy. Now let me ask you something honestly. Do you ever feel that no matter how much you walk, your legs still feel weak, your balance still feels shaky, and your stamina simply is not what it used to be? You are not alone. Millions of seniors walk faithfully every single day and still battle muscle loss, poor posture, aching joints, and constant fatigue. The reason is simple. Walking is a forward motion activity that works the same limited group of muscles over and over again, and it does very little to stop the age-related muscle loss known as sarcopenia. After the age of 60, we lose muscle faster than we can rebuild it, unless we actively challenge our bodies. And muscle is not just about looking strong. Muscle is life. Muscle protects your joints, keeps your blood sugar stable, supports your bones, and allows you to move, react, and live independently. Here is something most people never realize. The greatest predictor of whether you will remain independent in your 70s, your 80s, and beyond is not how much you weigh, not your cholesterol number, and not even how many steps you take each day. It is how strong your legs are, how stable your balance is, and how quickly you can rise from sitting to standing. And that brings us to the one exercise that is better than walking for people over 60. That exercise is the simple, powerful, and truly life-changing movement known as the chair squat. Yes, you heard that correctly. Standing up and sitting down from a chair, done the right way, is one of the most powerful exercises for seniors anywhere on this planet. It may appear simple, but it activates the largest muscle groups in your entire body, including your thighs, your hips, your glutes, your core, and your lower back. These are the exact same muscles you rely on for walking, for climbing stairs, for rising from bed, for carrying groceries, and for preventing dangerous falls. Unlike walking, which becomes easier over time, the chair squat continues to challenge your body in a safe and controlled way that genuinely builds strength, rather than simply maintaining movement. Let me paint a picture for you. Every single time you rise from a chair, you are lifting nearly your entire body weight against gravity. That is real strength training. Walking, on the other hand, only carries a fraction of your body weight, because one foot always remains on the ground. This is exactly why someone can walk every day and still struggle to lift themselves out of a low chair. It is not because they are lazy. It is because walking alone simply does not train the muscles in the way that daily life truly demands. Now, before you begin to worry and think, "I am too old for this," or my knees could never handle that. Let me reassure you completely. The chair squat is one of the safest exercises you can possibly do when it is performed correctly. In fact, physical therapists all around the world use it as a foundational movement for rehabilitation, for fall prevention, and for long-term mobility. You control the depth, you control the speed, and you always have the chair right there behind you for support. It meets you exactly where your body is today. Here is how to do it safely. Sit toward the edge of a sturdy chair, with your feet flat on the floor about shoulder width apart. Keep your chest tall, your shoulders relaxed, and your eyes looking forward. Gently lean forward just slightly from your hips. Press firmly through your heels and slowly rise to standing. Do not rush this. At the top, stand tall without locking your knees. Then slowly bend at your hips and knees and lower yourself back down with control until you gently touch the chair. That is one full repetition. If you need extra support in the beginning, you may rest your hands lightly on the armrests, and as you grow stronger, you can cross your arms over your chest to increase the challenge. Now let me tell you something powerful. Studies show that seniors who can perform more sit-to-stand repetitions within 30 seconds live longer, fall less often, and hold on to their independence far more successfully than those who cannot. This single movement reflects your true biological age more accurately than many expensive medical tests. That is how deeply important this exercise really is, but the benefits do not stop with your legs. When you perform this movement regularly, your heart begins to work harder, your circulation improves, your oxygen delivery increases, and your metabolism grows more efficient. This means better endurance, better energy, and better overall cardiovascular health than walking alone could ever provide. You are not merely strengthening your muscles, you are strengthening your entire system. And here is something even more exciting. When you challenge your muscles this way, your body releases powerful chemical messengers called myokines. These tiny messengers travel through your bloodstream and help reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, support brain health, and even protect against certain chronic diseases. Walking produces a few of these benefits, but resistance-based movements like chair squats trigger a far stronger and more meaningful response throughout your body. Let us also talk about balance. Falls are among the greatest threats to independence after the age of 60. A single fall can change a life forever. Chair squats train your balance, your coordination, and your ability to stabilize your body under real-world conditions. Every time you stand up and sit down slowly and with control, your nervous system quietly learns how to keep you steady. This is precisely the skill you need to avoid those dangerous falls. Now you may be wondering, how often should I do this exercise, and how many repetitions should I begin with? The answer is simple and wonderfully flexible. Start with whatever you can safely and comfortably manage. For some people, that may be 5 repetitions. For others, it may be 10 or even 15. The goal is to feel your muscles working without any pain in your joints. Do it once a day, or at the very least 3 to 4 times each week. Over time, as your strength improves, you can add more repetitions or slow the movement down to make it more challenging. And let me tell you something deeply encouraging. I have seen people in their 70s and even their 80s who could barely rise from a chair without pushing up with both hands. And within just a few weeks of practicing this one movement consistently, they were standing smoothly, walking with far more confidence, and feeling younger in their bodies than they had in years. This is not about becoming an athlete. This is about protecting your freedom. Of course, walking still has its rightful place. It is wonderful for your mental health, your circulation, and gentle cardiovascular conditioning. But if walking is the only exercise you are doing, then you are missing the most critical piece of the aging puzzle, and that piece is strength. Without strength, movement becomes harder. Without strength, balance weakens. Without strength, independence slowly fades away. And that is exactly why this one simple exercise is better than walking alone for people over 60. Now let us be very clear and responsible here. If you have severe joint pain, a recent surgery, or a serious medical condition, Always speak with your doctor or physical therapist before starting any new exercise routine. Your safety must always come first. Never push through sharp pain. Mild muscle fatigue is completely normal, but pain is a signal to stop. As we continue, I am going to show you how to make this exercise even more powerful, with small variations you can do right at home, how to combine it with walking for maximum results, and how just 5 minutes a day can completely change the way your body feels within the next 30 days. And believe me, you are not going to want to miss that. Before we go further, if this information is already helping you, take 1 second right now to tap the like button, because it truly helps this channel reach more people who need this message. And if you want more simple, life-changing guidance for strong aging, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Now take a slow, deep breath with me, relax your shoulders, and remember this: your age does not define your strength, your past does not limit your future, and your body is still capable of remarkable improvement when you give it the right movement, the right consistency, and the right belief. Now let us gently go a little deeper, because I want you to fully understand why this simple chair movement is so powerful, and how it can truly reshape the way your body feels day after day. You see, after the age of 60, your body changes in very specific ways. Hormone levels slowly decline, nerve signals become slightly slower, and muscle fibers begin to shrink if they are not challenged. This is not a failure of your body. This is simply biology. But here is the beautiful truth that most people are never told. Your body still responds to strength just as powerfully at 60, 70, and even 80 as it did when you were younger. It may respond a little slower, but it still responds. And the chair squat speaks directly to this natural system of rebuilding. Every time you slowly lower yourself down and then press your body back up, you are sending a clear and powerful signal through your muscles and your brain that says, we still need strength, we still need power, we still need coordination. And your body answers that signal by rebuilding muscle fibers, strengthening the connection between your nerves and muscles, and improving the way your joints move together. Walking simply does not send that same message with enough intensity. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Imagine waking in the morning and rising from your bed without stiffness or unsteadiness. Imagine standing from a chair without pushing off with your hands. Imagine climbing the stairs without holding your breath. These are not fantasies. These are the direct results of building just a little more strength in your legs, your hips, and your core. And this one movement trains all of that at once, in the most practical way possible. Now let us talk about something almost no one discusses openly, and that is the fear of falling. Many people over 60 quietly limit their movement because they are afraid. Afraid of slipping, afraid of losing balance, afraid of not being able to rise again. And when fear enters the body, movement decreases. When movement decreases, weakness increases. And when weakness increases, the risk of falling actually grows higher. It becomes a dangerous cycle. Chair squats break that cycle in the safest environment possible. You are practicing the exact skill your body needs, in a controlled and protected way. And with each repetition, your confidence grows right alongside your strength. Let me also explain why this exercise is so gentle on your joints when done correctly. When you lower yourself slowly and with control, your muscles absorb most of the load, rather than your knees or hips taking the full impact. This is completely different from activities involving jumping, sudden twisting, or hard impact against the ground. You are training strength without shock. That is exactly what aging joints truly need. Now, some of you listening may be thinking, that sounds wonderful, but my knees hurt, or my lower back bothers me, or I have been inactive for years. And I want you to know that these concerns are valid. Your body has a history, but that history does not have to define your future. If your knees are sensitive, you simply do not lower yourself as deeply. You move only through the range that feels comfortable. If your back is stiff, you keep your chest tall and your movement slow. And if you have been inactive, you begin with just 3 or 4 repetitions. The power is not in doing a great deal. The power is in doing it consistently. Consistency is what transforms the body. Not intensity, not perfection, but consistency. 5 minutes a day, done almost every day, will always outperform one intense workout done once in a while. Your muscles respond best to frequent, gentle reminders that they are still needed. Let us also talk about breathing, because this is another hidden secret to making this exercise even more powerful. As you rise from the chair, gently breathe out through your mouth. As you lower yourself back down, breathe in through your nose. This simple pattern helps stabilize your core, support your spine, and keep your blood pressure more balanced throughout the movement. Now imagine stacking this habit onto something you already do each day. You can do your chair squats right before breakfast, or while you wait for water to boil, or during a commercial break on television. When exercise becomes part of your normal routine, instead of something separate you must remember, it becomes effortless. And when it becomes effortless, it becomes permanent. There is also a deep emotional benefit to this movement that I truly want to share. Honestly, as we age, many people slowly feel that their world is shrinking. Certain activities become too hard, certain places feel too far, and little by little, without ever realizing it, life becomes smaller. Strength reverses this emotional shrinking. When your body feels capable again, your mind opens again. You feel more willing to go out, to meet people, to try. Physical strength feeds emotional strength. This connection is real and it is powerful. Now let me share a simple way to progress this exercise. After a few weeks, when your body feels more comfortable, you do not need weights and you do not need machines. You simply slow down the lowering phase. Instead of sitting down normally, you lower yourself over 3 slow seconds. 1, 2, 3, and then stand back up. This slow lowering creates a powerful stimulus for muscle growth and joint control, while remaining very safe. Another gentle progression is to pause for 1 full second, just above the chair before you sit. That tiny pause forces your muscles to work even harder to control your body. Small changes like these lead to remarkable improvements over time. Now let us bring walking back into the picture, but in the right way. Walking remains wonderful for your heart, your circulation, your mood, and your mental clarity. But walking should support your strength training, not replace it. Think of walking as nourishment for your heart, and chair squats as nourishment for your muscles and bones. Together, they form a complete and balanced approach to healthy aging. You may already be walking every day, and that is truly fantastic. Simply add this one movement before or after your walk, and you will begin to feel the difference within just a matter of weeks. More stability, more power in your steps, less fatigue when standing, and more confidence in your body. Now I want to gently remind you of something deeply important. You are not broken. You are not fragile. You are not too old. Your body is adaptive. It is intelligent. It wants to heal, and it wants to grow stronger. But it can only respond to the signals you give it. And this simple daily movement tells your body, clearly and unmistakably, that strength is still required. Let me speak directly to anyone listening who feels discouraged about their health. Perhaps you have tried exercise before and failed. Perhaps pain stopped you. Perhaps life simply got in the way. Perhaps you lost your motivation somewhere along the road. None of that matters anymore. What matters is what you choose to do next. And your next step does not have to be big. Your next step can be as simple as standing up from a chair 5 times today, with care and with intention. Progress does not come from dramatic actions. Progress comes from quiet decisions, repeated daily. As you continue to practice this movement, you may notice the subtle changes before the big ones arrive. You may feel a little steadier when you walk. You may notice you no longer grab onto the furniture as often. You may feel slightly less tired at the end of the day. These are signs that your body is responding. Celebrate these small wins, because they are the foundation of long-term transformation. Now, in the next part of this video, I am going to show you how to turn this one simple exercise into a complete 5-minute daily routine that targets your legs, your hips, and your balance, all without ever getting down onto the floor. I will also share how many people unknowingly sabotage their own progress with one common mistake, and exactly how to avoid it, so that you never waste weeks of precious effort. But before we go there, I truly want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me your age, and whether you already include any strength exercises in your routine, or whether walking has been your main form of activity. I read every single comment, and your responses help guide the future videos for this community. And if this message is resonating with you, if it is giving you hope, if it is helping you see your body in a brand new way, I warmly invite you to subscribe to the channel and become part of this growing family focused on strong, confident, and healthy aging. And please do not forget to gently tap the like button, because each and every like tells the platform to show this message to more people who truly need it. Now take another slow, deep breath with me. Relax your jaw. Drop your shoulders. You are doing far better than you think, and it is never, ever too late to become stronger than you were yesterday. We are going to keep building on all of this in the next part, and I promise you, what is coming next will make everything even easier to apply in your daily life, so stay right here with me.